well. So, little disclaimer, I cannot do the splits. And I have always wanted to be able to do the splits. You know, I don't think there was ever a time, even in my childhood, where I could do the splits. The only thing bendy and floppy about me are my shoulders. So you know what? I decided as a little goal for myself, I want to be able to do the splits. Yeah, it's happening. So I want to show you my routine. So don't laugh when you see my splits, because you know what? They're not finished yet. They're a work in progress. So I will show you my routine. Each move we're going to hold for 30 seconds on one leg. So if we're ever doing something that has got both legs going on at the same time, it'll be more like a minute. I've got my watch here and ready to go. And I hope you're ready to get some good old stretch going on in those hamstrings, those hip flexors, those calves. We're getting it all. So just to start, we're going to warm up some fascia, get ourselves moving, get those legs kind of stretched out and opening up to begin with. And we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. We're going to dig the heel down, scooping down towards the floor and all the way on up, and then switching, scooping down all the way on up and scoop and scoop. This is just warming up that fascia. It's getting into some quads, or not quads, calves. So got that foot nice and flexed. Nice. This is one of my favorite moves of our dynamic stretching that we actually did in field hockey, believe it or not. I remember before games, we'd walk kind of the width of the field doing these, and oh my gosh, I just loved it because I needed it. And the last one there, awesome. Okay, so next we're going to come into a downward dog, and we're going to do, it'll look like just kind of heel pumping. So again, we're getting into the calves, we're going to get the legs moving, get the circulation pumping. So coming down into your downward dog, you could be on your forearms if being on your hands doesn't work for you. Reach back through that chest, and then you're pressing one heel down and then the other, and switching. And this is a good chance to look at those feet, check out maybe your ankles aren't going straight up and down, maybe your arches collapse. It's also a good stretch for your shoulders, and good little workout for your shoulders. Make sure I did start my watch. Yes, I did. Awesome. Keep pressing through those hands to make sure that your shoulders aren't up by your ears. And just kind of notice what leg feels tighter, what calf feels tighter. It's all good information that's going to show up later. Nice. And then we're going to come on down. Stop our watch. And then what we're going to do is we're going to step forward into our lunge. I'm just going to change up here to about 30 seconds. Awesome. And then I like having my toes curled underneath me in a lunge. You can also have your foot flat. It's just personal preference. And then when we're ready, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sending our hips forward. So make sure that that front foot is out far enough that your knee is tracking over top your heel, but not going past your toe. And then when you're ready, coming on forward. Squeeze those glutes. Have that big forward bend, or not forward bend, but big forward press. That back glute should feel nice and engaged. You're reaching through that back knee. You're driving the front knee forward. And just feel how it feels to be lifted here. And then in the next couple moves, we're just going to make this position bigger. So if you're feeling like this is uncomfortable on your knee, then by all means, fold a mat over, get a pillow under there, whatever you got to do. So our next one, we're going to take our same arm as leg, and we're back bending. If you're finding this is hard to stabilize, if you're close enough to a wall, you could reach out and grab it, a table, or you could just stay in that more upright position. But just breathe here. Reach through those hips. Reach through those knees. Open it all up. There we go. So, next one, I'm actually going to end up facing away from you guys, but we are going to twist away from the leg. So still in this position, and when you're ready, you're twisting away from the back leg. Make sure you don't press on this knee too much. It's there to help you, not to hinder. Maybe you're looking back behind you, checking in on that back foot. Is it still upright, or is it like flopped over to one side? Deep breaths. Awesome. Good job, guys. And then we're going to do the same thing, or not the same thing. We're going to bring our hands down onto the mat, maybe even our elbows. So we're trying to get as low as possible. Get nice and down here. Still reaching through that back leg. You should get a nice pull and stretch on the front hip flexor here, this front leg. Just think happy thoughts. Okay, so our last and final one on this leg is we're actually going to go into the front splits on this leg. So if you need kind of blocks to help build you up for a little support, or a table, a chair, whatever you got to use, by all means. If not, we're going straight into it. 30 seconds. Reach the leg forward. Get the legs back. Again, I know I'm not very close yet. I'm getting there. All the sitting and editing has made it a little more difficult, I will admit. Big deep breaths. Open everything up. And then you can carefully release and pull that leg on in. Nice. Okay, so we are going to go and do the exact same thing on the other leg. So I'm going to take my right leg out in front. Feels all nice and loosey-goosey in front of that hip now. My back foot, I have my toes curled underneath me. You do not have to. And then first up, just the upright lunge. So sending that knee forward, squeezing that back glute. Open up in that front hip flexor. Think happy thoughts. Like spring is coming, the sun's coming out. And in reality, just how lucky we are that we're able to still do all these videos and still do all these things and still look after our health, even though we are in such a kind of a dire situation in the world. Like, we are incredibly fortunate. Okay, our next one is our back bend, if that's okay with your bodies. So lifting that same arm as the leg that's back, open up even more in that chest, open up even more in that hip flexor, squeeze that glute, press it forward just a little bit more. If you're having trouble with balance, you could grab something beside you or come back into that more upright position. Yeah, like, in reality, if we're able to keep doing these videos and keep working out together, we still have it pretty good. So I hope you guys feel the same way I do. And when you're ready, we're going to go into that twist. So twisting away from that back leg, looking back. Make sure you're not pressing on this knee too much. You know, equal pressure and big toe to baby toe in that front leg. Maybe this hip flexor doesn't feel as loose as the other side. And you know what, if you've been doing lots of sitting lately, whether you're working at home, or maybe you like me and you've gotten into your Disney Plus a little more than usual recently, this routine is so good for you. And then we're going to come forward, we're going to bring our hands down onto the mat or elbows onto the mat. So bring those hands down, maybe those elbows down, maybe something in between. Awesome. And this feels so good. You know, my favorite time to do this is right after a really hot shower in the evening. It's just like the perfect way to like wind down and loosen up before a really good night's sleep. Just sets me up for a really great night. And then when you're ready, we're coming all the way on up, and then full on big old front split. Maybe. And when you're ready, sliding that front leg forward, reach through the back leg, maybe your hands down, fists down. Oh. This side feels much tighter. You know what, we're holding it for 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry for all the noise. I swear, you put up a sign saying that you're filming something, and that's when people decide that that's when they need to make the most noise. And then we're gonna carefully come all the way back on in. Relax those legs on down, shake them on out. And if you really wanted to, you guys could do this a second time. I wouldn't really do it any more than 2 times in a day personally, just because you know what? Overstretching isn't always good either. And maybe tag it up with like a leg day video, like really warm up those legs and really cool them down and have a big old stretch afterwards. And from here on out, I'm going to try to make Mondays mobility day. So Monday mobility, we're doing front splits this week. We'll probably do some shoulder mobility, some spinal twisting, some extensions, all of it. We're going to really dive deep into some extra big kind of mobile, getting loose and stuff for the week sort of stuff. So hope you're ready for all that, and I look forward to seeing more of you guys very, very soon. Make sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe so you know when all these other cool videos are coming up. And yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I'm sending loving and healthy vibes to your way. Thank you. Bye-bye.